Good morning, good friends. Here we are at the next to last day of the cleansing process, the 28 years of cleansing that we've been going through, humanity has been going through. I'm sure it's affecting everything. But today is the last full day of the cleansing process, and tomorrow, I think it is at 11:11 a.m., wherever you are, that the new world will begin for you. And people have asked me, well, what's it going to look like? You know, that's not what they told me. They told me what to do. And some of the things I did and some of the things I took some time to get around to. And it probably would have been more useful if I'd kind of stayed on task a little bit better. But I did stay on task and I did make it through, and hopefully it was helpful in helping some of you to make it through as well. So we're going to do a video today. We're going to set up a healing field, see if there's any more events for us to go back to and clear up for ourselves and for the world. And so you might want to state these words out loud. I connect to my deep self. I connect to my higher self. Connect to my highest self. I ground myself to the healing center of the earth. I open myself to the healing power of the One. I'm thwacking at the kitty to get her to jump off the table, which she did. I release anything, including the kitty, not useful to me now. Not forever, but in terms of the kitty. But the other stuff is no longer useful to me. I let it go. And if you choose to work with the seventh dimensional beings, the Hathors, and have them assist with the energies you're working with, you can state out loud, I choose to work with the Hathors. I ask that we be placed in a field of protection while we do this work, and I ask the higher self to take us through the portal of time to the event that would be of the highest good released and integrated this time. And I invite all souls to return to the event, that were affected by the event, to release and integrate the energy of the event for themselves. And I ask that they be placed in a field of protection while they do their work. And upon our arrival at the event, I ask the higher self to assist us to release and integrate all energies of the event, gently and easily, fully and completely, on all levels and through all space and time. Okay, the field is set up, and if that's what you came for, was the healing field, then you can just hit the pause button and come back whenever you feel complete with working with those energies, and we'll do the final portion of the healing field where we ground new energies into the earth. Okay, so I'll see those that are leaving later. And those that are staying for the tarot, or who are just here for the tarot card reading, well, here it is. And what a lovely card it is to get on this day, this last day of this 28 years of cleansing. And we got the Emperor card, Major Arcana 4. And that happens to be my life card because the numbers of my birth date add up to 4. The Emperor is, we're at the point of a new beginning. And we get the Emperor card, which is Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. And Aries is about independence, motivation, determination, and ambition. And the number 4 is about structure, organization, systems, progression, foundation, and stability. The key words related to getting the Emperor card are control, discipline, organization, long-term planning, solid foundations, feeling worthy. Knowing our personal strengths. The rules and regulations, whether they are to be followed or new ones created, that are more in keeping with this change that we've all gone through. Leadership. Just being your own leader, leading your own way from your place of experience, but being open to try new things. Being cautious, because it's all new, so sometimes when we're learning to work in a new world, we need to be a bit cautious, not afraid, cautious, just paying attention because it's a new world and it may work in new ways. And then adaptation, because we're adapting to a new world. Challenging. Then taking ownership as you find this new world works for you. It's a world that you were a participant in creating. Then take ownership. And then feel the ambition that arises when you own the place you live, which is the world. And one can begin to imagine really great things taking place and us participating in those great things. Because when we take ownership of the world that we've created, then we own both what we see that we would like to see continue and what we see that we would like to see shift and change. Okay, so here's the sentences and paragraphs. In surveying the raw creative energy that we have released, in thinking about our next steps, we recognize the need for order, crave a framework that will help us stay true to our purpose and intent. Our ideas clarify and sharpen, a refining fire transforming wild magic into foundations rooted in steady, stable earth. According to the Mayan calendar, the word for human being is windclill, and it means cosmic vibratory root. We are here both as part of the earth, rooted to the earth, and as part of the cosmos, bringing that consciousness of the higher realm in through us into this world. The seeds that have been germinated must be protected, sheltered, organized into systems that make their care routines simple and clear. As we continue to create, as our ideas take up space, and our future finds its footing, we protect what we have made. We combine intellect and observation with hard work, awareness, a deep understanding of existing structures that we can utilize as we think about how we want these seeds to grow and blossom. This is blueprints and budgets, long-term planning, careful collaboration, moving plants from the greenhouse into orderly field rows, organizing notes and scribbled ideas into a novel's rough draft, writing out a favorite recipe after tweaking and tinkering over time. Rules and boundaries help us to categorize and define what we are building. And through this process of establishing procedures, we also learn about existing organizational formats, finding context for what our work is accomplishing and contributing. And getting our hands dirty and thinking about the big picture, we allow for progress, exercising enough control to stimulate new kinds of growth. Discipline helps us build with purpose, hone our strengths, create the best possible chance for success. And this energy of planning and evaluation, of assessing strengths and weaknesses, of getting organized so that we know exactly how to execute our vision is the bold pragmatism of the Emperor. There is pleasure in good work done well when we embrace our natural authority, when we claim ownership of our ambitions and our happiness. It empowers us to take our dreams seriously, to dig into the underlying meaning of our creations, acting with purpose, protecting our intentions, letting ourselves be captivated by every stage of the process. These are all hallmarks of the Emperor. This is a patient, focused, detail-oriented figure who understands control, who knows how to develop systems of organization, who uses discipline in order to accomplish big goals, not because they're power-hungry or desperate to micromanage, but rather because they recognize the many gifts that procedures can provide. After the wild outpouring of the Empress, the Emperor helps us look at those early expressions and make sense of them, creating a plan that will empower us to keep going. Restriction is a useful tool, one that the Emperor understands. Rather than stifling ideas or productivity, boundaries can enable creativity to thrive. If we rush into a new project with only our inspiration flowing, with our hearts in our hands, and don't spend time getting organized or building a budget or defining the parameters of our work, it can be easy for all the passion, excitement, and energy to quickly fizzle out. Creating a safe container for our ideas, we can thrive, play, experiment, even make mistakes. We take bigger chances when the risk is low, when we know we're on schedule, when expectations are clear. Taking the time to plan does not more than set the stage for success. It is always a way of declaring to ourselves and our communities that this vision matters, that this dream has value. We are investing in our future, making plans for long-term stability and pleasure, establishing our legacy. There's such potency in claiming a bit of the world for ourselves, and not apologizing for wanting things, and demanding space for our own growth. The Emperor urges us to take ownership of our own happiness, to protect ourselves and our ongoing expansion, to act with intention and purpose. We are allowed to take control of the narrative, to tell the story we want to tell, to build the future we want to hold. And when one does this in alignment with the oneness, in relation with the deep self, in full relationship with the higher self, in full relationship with the highest self, then one is doing everything in alignment, in balance, with the good of the whole in our consciousness. Then we're all on board. And we can work as a team, because there is an I in team. Each member of the team is an I. Okay. So now we're just going to complete the healing field and bring in the new energies. So I ask the higher self and our soul group to assist all the souls that return to the event to combine with that part of their soul that had remained at the event and bring that combined soul back into their body in present time with all of his wisdom, power, and clarity, compassion, curiosity, and kindness, and grounding themselves in the healing center of the earth in peace and joy, opening up the portal for the delivery of the new energies into the earth at this time. And I ask that these new energies be brought in through this portal into the earth at this time. And that they be activated. And I let the universe and beyond know that this has been done and that is good. Okay, do your best today. If there are things that just continue to be let go of, just let go of those things. And just find yourself centered in your deep self, feeling the peace and calm of the deep self, the openness to change of the higher self, and the awareness of the oneness through the highest self. Have a lovely day, and I'll probably see you tomorrow, a day of new beginnings. All women.